This is BBC One.
Hello and welcome to DIY SOS, the show which rescues people and families from DIY disaster. Coming up on tonight's programme, the woman whose ex gave her a black hole of a bathroom. Oh my goodness. The man who did his wife's friend a favour and turned into a kamikaze kitchen fitter.
Put a hammer and a chisel in his hand and he's a maniac.
And the DIY terrorist who's armed and dangerous with a filler gun.
I don't think it's that bad. You know.
More of them later on, where we'll be giving you the chance to vote for which one you think most deserves our help. But first, it's over to Nick Knowles and a warning for anyone hitched to a home improvement bodger. When they say it's a good idea to buy a house that needs a bit of work because they'll sort it, just say no.
You know the story, young couple in love, house in need of modernisation. So what does the bloke do first? Well, he attempts the electrics, which is interesting really when you consider he's done nothing like that before, and to boot, he's colourblind. Actually, colourblind electrician, I don't think so. Hello, Catherine.
Hello.
Right, Roly and Cathy, lovely house, lots of potential, practically none of it realised so far.
I was very dubious about buying the house and knowing what it looked like. Roland said it would be ready in about a month. Nearly a year later, it's still looking very much like it did, really.
And the electrics, interesting, you had to go at the electrics first, but you're colourblind, is that right? How do you know what you're wiring up?
I'll get Cathy to check.
Is that right? Is that how it works?
Well, he assures me that he can tell the difference between the colours of the wires, because I was a bit nervous about him doing the
I'm not at all
wiring.
surprised. What did you want doing in here?
We did have sort of idea of having the next room sort of knocked through and having an ensuite. Something tells me I'm not going to get that.
Well, we like to work miracles on DIY SOS, but I think that's probably about 4 weeks' work, so that's not something. You've got another room you want us to look at?
Yes.
So this is the room, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What exactly did you have in mind in here?
Well, it is our dining room, but also we'd really, really like to turn it into a games room.
All right, well, it's quite a bit of work to do. You're going to go off for a couple of days, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You, on the other hand, Sunshine.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Bye then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Here you come, boys. A games room. Great idea. Billy and Chris are having a ball. Jules is on target, and Bob thinks he's Elvis. But upstairs, Bridget's rethinking the ensuite idea.
Well, I think we should have a go.
Games room would be easier.
No, that's a boys' room. Have you got another team you could get to finish downstairs so we could do this bedroom and knock through and do an ensuite?
Have you even thought about where to put the drainage? No.
Oh, that's your department.
Building regulations? No.
That's your department too.
We started that. We're always doing girly rooms. We're having a boys' room for a change.
Vote.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Bob.
Upstairs it is then. So for the ensuite, we've got to block up the old door to the smaller bedroom and knock through. Are we going to put a doorway in, or are we going to make an arch, or are we going to make a square?
It's going to be roughly around 4 foot wide, and Bridget's got some nice screens, so we're going to try a shuttered screen effect.
She was never going to do the room downstairs, was she?
No.
No. But Bridget's happy and in control. Well, sort of.
What's the ceiling look like?
Well, it's opposite the floor. I'll give you a clue.
We're short of steamers. Thankfully, Roland's found a great way of dampening the walls. And Billy. And Bridget sorted out her lighting needs.
And would you sign that? I don't know what you like on the last day.
Somehow, I don't think that's the last we're going to be hearing about those lights. Now it's your chance to get involved. Every week we go behind closed doors of 3 homes in dire DIY straits. Then we ask you to vote for which one you think we should help. First up tonight, a dark tale of home improvement horror. You've heard of painting the town red? Well, meet Cindy.
My friends hate the room. Just go and ask them.
It's one of the worst rooms I've ever seen.
No, I don't want to talk about the room.
No, not the room, not the room.
Oh my goodness. Cindy, this is your bathroom. Why would anybody paint a bathroom black?
I didn't paint it.
Who did?
My ex.
The sink is probably the worst area in the whole bathroom. Well, the loo isn't too great either.
Well, the loo, if I do show me.
When guests come round, they must be a little loath to use that.
I would prefer them to use a bucket in the garden rather than actually come up and see the bathroom.
That would be more glamorous, would it?
Yes. My mother's comment was, you're never going to be able to sell this house.
She's got a point.
Mm.
So you'd like a Gothic mansion?
Oh, I'd love a Gothic mansion.
With a gorgeous granite bathroom.
Mm.
And what you've got...
is a black hole.
Yeah.
To bring some light into Cindy's life, phone 0900 1800 301.
Now back to Southend, where Nick and the team were going to do up a games room. Now they've decided to tackle a bedroom and an ensuite bathroom. Wonder how they're doing.
It's all going along very nicely here. Billy's upstairs messing about with wires. I don't know what's worse, actually, a colour-blind electrician like the owner, or Billy.
Oi, I heard that sound.
We've got the water feeds off from the bathroom coming into the room. This is the doorway that's going to disappear in a moment now, so that's all going to go. And of course, we're going to build a new doorway here. All the wallpaper's come off all the walls, which is good.
Yeah, it's a bit like a sauna.
He's losing weight. He could stand it, to be honest. And Bridget and Roland downstairs doing something creative, darlings.
I know that you mentioned that she was quite keen on sort of Japanesey feel. I'm going to give it a slightly contemporary feel so that it's not too Japanese, Chinese feel, but there'll be little elements in there. Quite nice, calm colours.
Yeah, they're nice.
And a nice vibrant green as well. So it's sort of a calm bedroom for you.
So, while Roland and Bridget start the creative work, Bob has to sort out the practicalities of the plumbing. Can you put a shower unit and an ensuite and loo anywhere you like?
You can pretty much put them in any room you like. It's the drainage which is always the problem. And because there's no existing drainage outside, we do need to inform the building control office that we're connecting into the sewer.
Meanwhile, Roland's mate Red has joined us to do a quick once-over on the games room downstairs. Yeah, I wonder what she'll make of it. I think it's fine as it is. In the bedroom, Chris is getting all steamed up stripping the paper off the ceiling.
Top tip, don't paper your ceiling.
Pass me that a second, will you? Warning, do not use steam plate for ceilings or overhead work.
Unless you're a professional.
That's us out there, isn't it? Talking of professionals, Billy's putting in the lights in the ensuite. Oh dear. Have you just gone through a flat roof outside?
I don't know. My screwdriver went through quite easy.
Yeah, it would through lead, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm a spark going to bloody build up.
Hang on, where's Chris going with that water? Downstairs, Red is getting on with painting the games room blue, if you see what I mean. It's time for the Great Wall of Southend to come down. Old-fashioned walls, isn't it?
That's an old lath and plaster wall. Large slabs and then a lime mortar. And they used to put horsehair in it to bind the plaster together.
So when this was put up, there was a lot of bald horses running around.
I think there was, yeah.
The position and size of the new opening depends on the wooden supports. Bridget thinks it's in the wrong place. Maybe the shower could move too.
We discussed the fact about this wall.
But we like
and then we also discussed the fact that we wanted a nice airy-looking open shower. Now you've just come up and said you want the wall back.
Yeah.
No time for any of that. So go back to your spraying.
Bob, I was thinking maybe we wouldn't have the wall there. After all, we'd have it round the other side.
It's about right, isn't it? It's about right.
We do work sometimes, you know. The shower base is in and the plumbing fits perfectly. Look at that, spot on, isn't it? The hole in the wall is staying, and Bob is making new friends in the local constabulary. Could you take him away for crimes against DIY and intimidating a designer?
Nick, great! You'll have to finish it yourself, mate. Bye.
Right, tea break, everyone. Bob's gone off to the neck.
With Bob banged up, will Bridget run amok? Now, if you find DIY daunting and you'd like some practical tips, why not visit our website? That's www.bbc.co.uk/DIY-SOS. A good tip from our next cry for help is don't always trust your friends to help you with the DIY.
Pat had a problem with a dodgy kitchen door. Terry, her best friend's husband, offered to help, but one problem led to another. Now Pat's got more kitchen outside than in.
I just pull things out and just put them back as I think they should go, and If they don't go, I just start shouting and swearing.
I've heard expletives come from the kitchen that I couldn't even repeat.
Then I just found more and more problems as I was going along. So I just ripped all the cabinets out and threw them all out.
If I'd have known how it would have ended up, I would have never accepted his kind offer.
What was it really like having this man in your kitchen doing
was
DIY?
like dying and going to hell. It was, I mean, he walked in the front door, he was happy-go-lucky, hello darling, oh yeah, I'll get your bricking done, and once he came out here and started work, it was like all hell was let loose.
But you look so mild-mannered, Terry.
I know, you put a hammer and a chisel in his hand and he's a maniac.
Why did you offer to do this DIY when you clearly don't know what you're doing and don't enjoy it either?
Well, it was dangerous, so I thought I'd better do it for her. On top of the door, it was all falling down. You know what these women are? Before I knew it, I was taking cupboards out here, cupboards out here. These two, my wife and her, was pulling all the paper off and everything then.
If we do come round, though, what's the language going to be like, Terry?
I'll keep it cool.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise you.
To put Pat's kitchen back where it belongs, phone 0900 1800 302.
Meanwhile, how's that bedroom and ensuite bathroom shaping up in Southend?
Hello again. As you can see, the door's been blocked in there, so the shower's well on the way. In this room here, we've got the room filled, all the cracks filled. Needs rubbing down still, but it's all bundling along nicely. Bits of toilet furniture.
Toilet furniture.
Coming in.
Nice one. I didn't think of that one.
It's the bowl's on its way in, so that's obviously a good sign. And in here, Billy's being helped with the electrics, not before time, by Roland.
Meanwhile, the entrance to the ensuite is causing problems.
Well, we've got 4 screens 1 foot wide each, so we can either chop sides off those or just use 3.
You want 36 and we've got 41, a gap of 41. But I mean, we could build the door frame for it.
Yeah.
If you went one more in that direction, it'd look quite strange, wouldn't it?
I think we'll have to have 3 screens, and as long as when the frame is made it fits for 3 foot.
You haven't changed your mind again?
I haven't changed my mind, have I?
She hasn't changed her mind.
Just altered it?
No.
We're trying to fit to you to make things easier, Bob.
Yes.
Well, we're first.
Woo! Mind yourself on that step.
Almost broke his neck then.
The pool table's arrived. Might get a game later. Bridget's opted for 3 screens, MDF, made to order. Meanwhile, Billy and Roland, who's colourblind, remember, have decided to do the lights together.
Yeah. Orange and the blue and the pink.
The orange is brown.
Ooh, interesting colours.
Hi.
Cool colours.
They are, they're nice together. She's got hot colours in one of the rooms in her house, so I thought I'd give her a nice, cool, calm room to be in.
Bob's trying to sort out the drainage, and Bridget's having a creative flush.
There's going to be a sink straight ahead.
Interesting lighting approach, Billy. Bridget has a place for everything. It's the calm and oriental art of feng shui. Feng shui.
Feng what?
Here we go. Here we go.
The fact that this is the only practical wall to put the stuff on is irrelevant then?
Yeah.
Feng shui is the development of calm and well-being. And
it's not good on this programme, though, is it? Didn't work, does it?
It doesn't work for you, that's for sure.
We do actually do all the work ourselves, so if we don't knuckle down, it'll be a late night for everybody.
For the first time ever, I think I can honestly say we're on schedule, and it looks like we might succeed. I know. A dangerous thing to say, I know, but I think we are. Get some music on, have a bit of a party.
Bob's feeling a little insecure.
What? Did you start criticising the jobs I've done? I thought you were my mate.
We're all your mates, Bob, honest. Go on, give us another top tip.
Where did I get rid of that gap?
Let's have a bit of board. Now you stand on it. See, gone. There, another trade secret given away.
And we finally found something Billy's good at.
Of course it is.
I've got it, but oh, he's done it again. What is going on?
Well, not much work, obviously. Just as well they decided not to do the games room, really. They wouldn't have started, let alone finished. Now for tonight's final distress call. It's a story of dark obsession. Claire's expecting a baby. She was also expecting partner Russell to sort out the bathroom before the birth. Instead, he's a man with a mission to leave no hole unfilled.
You can sort of see the result there. It's sort of, there was a hole and now there isn't.
He fills the ceiling with it, the walls, everything you can think of. He just uses it everywhere.
I don't think it's that bad. You know.
It's a disaster.
I know it looks awful, but I'm actually quite pleased with that because there's no longer a draft coming through.
You seem remarkably cheerful about it all, Claire.
You have to be, don't you? Otherwise you'll end up crying.
You have lots of tools,
Lots of tools.
1,
Right.
2.
That's a hammer.
3, 8, 9.
How many hammers does a man need? 10, 11.
And that one for the small little jobs.
12 hammers.
I started buying them. I don't know why.
Why?
Because I'm under the mistaken thing that if I get them, then I'll be able to do things with them.
You've got a bit of a problem with the taps.
Yeah.
Really expensive showers have those kind of directional jets, which is what that is, isn't it?
Yeah. That's how I planned it.
How do you like it, Claire?
I don't use it at all. That's why I have my trusty jug.
You haven't considered a water birth at all then?
No.
Here,
no.
at home?
No way. Could you imagine that? The first thing your child sees is this.
To fill the gaps in Russell's DIY know-how, phone 0900 1800 303. Back at the Southend ensuite, Bob and Bridget are having a frank exchange of views, just for a change.
I prefer it like that than up against this wall, because you see more of the squares when you come into the room.
And it creates another nasty little corner. That's sort of like nice and flush, isn't it? That just creates another nasty little corner.
No, I like it there.
It needs to be awkward, isn't it? I've got to cut the worktop now.
You're so clever with your cutting though, Bob, aren't you? So it won't take you a moment.
Game on.
So where did you first meet Cathy?
Down in one of the local pubs, down the town here.
You're amazing with your pool skills, are you?
No, I was actually dancing in front of her.
You're a dancer, right?
I love dancing.
What do you think she's going to say when she comes back into this room and we say this is what you've done and she can see that we haven't actually done very much to it?
I don't think she's going to be very impressed.
Do you think she'll say so? Or do you think...
She will say so.
Time to sort the plumbing out. Bob's using a flexible pipe. It's quicker but more expensive than copper. For stability and appearance, he's using copper at the back of the shower. To join copper pipe, make sure it's scrupulously clean. Add the flux, and the soldering is just a matter of timing.
The flame will turn green, and that is the right temperature. See the green colour?
A quick dab of solder, and Bob's your auntie.
Just a quick dab. That's it.
Unfortunately, Bob's eagerness with the plumbing has caused a tiling problem.
Normally you'd start from the bottom and work up, instead of starting in the middle and work it down.
Now hold it steady, Billy.
You dart.
I want to catch that bit so I wouldn't have to go underneath you. Get out of my face, you.
Come on, guys, kiss and make up. Oh, I didn't mean it. Ugh. You're better off downstairs, Bridget.
Ooh, that's nice. We like that.
Pretty leaves. Some little bamboo leaves just on the cork tiles, just to sort of break it up a bit.
So what are you painting your design on with?
Emulsion.
So it's all going to wash off when the bathroom gets wet, isn't it?
We're going to put an acrylic quick drying varnish on, a couple of coats before we put the tiles down, and then we're going to leave the can for Roland to put another 4 coats on the top once it's all stuck down.
Roland's sealing the sink with silicone.
Don't try this at home.
It should stop water seeping under the sink. With the sun setting, we're finally getting some paint on the walls. But what colour?
This colour over here, I suppose is mainly peachy colour to me. This colour over here, to me, is more like a mustardy yellow.
Don't adjust your sets at home. This is going to be one funky shower unit. Look at the width of that. A big tray, enough room for 2. You know, that's, shortage of water, all that kind of thing.
It's a floaty.
It's a floating system, is it? It's a floating type door system.
Get your grubby fingers off it. Look at your fingerprints all over it.
We're getting on with the painting, which is a good sign, but Bridget's worried about how much we've still got to do.
There's the whole of the ensuite to do still. Tiling above the sink, painting base coat in there, fitting all the window fittings, putting the cork tiles down, getting all the furniture in here, dressing the whole room.
But apart from that, we're almost finished, aren't we?
No, I'm highly stressed at the moment. Pick up a paintbrush, Nick.
It's reassuring to know they've got everything under control, isn't it? Now it's time to reveal the winner of last week's DIY SOS. It was a very close-run thing, but in the end, you decided we should help the woman who just couldn't face her neighbours. Remember this?
Joanna's become the scourge of her street in Watford because of her rotten front window. Venturing out requires some cunning.
I know they're all talking about me. I'm practically a social outcast around here. To be honest, if I didn't have all these disguises, I don't think I'd ever go out.
It's all rather embarrassing, but we're back to salvage her reputation.
We can take these off now because this is the last time you are ever going to have to wear these. Because we're here to sort this out, and particularly sort the other side out. Is it a surprise?
Wonderful surprise. I'm so excited. This is going to be so brilliant.
Now, some people on seeing last week's film will have thought this girl is exaggerating, but we've talked to the neighbours and they really aren't impressed, are they?
Well, I thought it's bloody awful, actually.
You don't mince your words, do you, Dolly?
Well, you're asking me for the truth. Do you want the truth?
Oh, we
or
do.
not?
And here are our crack team, Garfield, Ian, Livy and Steve, eager to restore this century-old window to its former glory in just one day.
Now, to the untrained eye, this looks absolutely horrendous. Is this savable?
It is.
Really?
Yeah, but what we're going to do here is remove as much dead wood as possible, which is all the three sides of the window, and re-scaff and you put a sill in, basically.
And will that really look all right?
They look fine, really would.
Her neighbours think it would be much easier just to get nice new UPVC windows.
No, it's a nice old window that can be saved.
But you think you can do this in a day?
Yes, quite confident with that.
That's what they said last week, isn't it? Isn't it?
So this job is all about DIY renovation. While Ian and Garfield get stuck into repairing the outside, Steve and Livy are going to strip the inside and mend the sash windows.
I'm about to go swimming.
And Joanna's using paint remover on the wooden supports.
Once you've cleaned off all the dirt and everything, you just take a bit of beeswax and you rub it on wood like this. It just smooths up the wood, so the whole idea is that when you open and shut the window, it slides
Slide
nice.
up and down easily.
Now, that could be absolute nonsense, but it works for me.
You've got to have specialist tools, you've got to have the heat gun, and you've got to have this noxious stuff, which is the paint stripper.
Nasty, burns your skin and stuff, so you've got to make sure you've got
lovely.
gloves on and stuff like that.
And they said DIY was supposed to be fun.
Using a two-part adhesive filler, the new sill is fixed into position.
See that, Cathy, mate? Look at that. Beautiful, mate, look at that. That's a mighty, that.
Well, it's certainly bringing the neighbours out of the woodwork.
You know, honestly, you look taller on television.
I know, everybody says that.
Yeah.
All it's supposed to say is I also look slimmer. Oh, I get kids as well, do I? Fantastic. Can I just say, our baby's due in about 7.5 weeks.
Yeah. You're not pregnant, are you? I know it's all the donuts.
Ah, yes, the job and the all-important finishing.
So that's the sash.
That's the sash.
How does the sash go in the casement?
So what we've got is a little weight on the end, thin bit of string, thick bit of string. We drop that into the pulley at the top.
Restored and repaired, it's time to fix them back into place. It's a bit fiddly, but all you need is some patience.
Well, hey!
So it's all hands on deck for some last-minute titivation and tidying up. And we've made it on schedule, thank goodness. Quite an unusual job for the team this week, but doesn't it look smart?
My heart just soars. This is so fantastic. It's fantastic.
This was how you dreamt it was going to be 3 years ago?
Yes. And I thought I could do this on my own.
Well, we have not just done in here, of course, we've done out there as well. Shall we see what the neighbours have got to say about the new outside? Right, I'm here with all the neighbours, and you're the ones that have had to put up with seeing this dreadful eyesore for the last year. Are you ready for a bit of a shock?
Yes.
Yeah. All right then, Dolly, OK, drop the curtain. Yes! Well done.
It was horrible before, now it's perfect.
Great improvement.
It is a great improvement.
It beats a foam filler.
From our new window on the world here in Watford, it's time to go back to Nick and the team to find out how they're getting on with that bedroom and the new ensuite bathroom.
Well, we are getting there, but Catherine's due back in less than an hour. Still, we've been there before and got the T-shirt.
Are you doing the shower rail?
We are.
Yippee, that's brilliant.
Top drilling tip, a bit of tape stops the tile from cracking. A few more finishing touches from Bridget to complete the transformation, and we're ready. A glamorous new bedroom, complete with ensuite bathroom. The ensuite really opens up the room. The feeling of space is wonderful. Remember, Catherine thought we were just going to do the games room. She'll have quite a surprise when she sees all this.
So what do you make of it?
I think it's great. I think it's amazing what's been done in this time.
Do you think she'll like it?
Definitely, yeah, a lot.
I wonder what she'll make of the games room when we show her that and tell her that's what we've done.
She might be impressed.
Hello, come in. Excited?
Yes.
Well, don't get too excited. We had a few problems along the way. You know what Roland's like. And of course, being a games room, there were a few games played rather than a lot of work done.
Distractions.
Here's your new games room. In you go.
Oh my God!
I think she may notice we haven't exactly finished this room.
It's not got skirting boards.
No, well, these are one of the problems we had along the way. We've done a little bit upstairs, so just to make up for the fact that we haven't done as much down here because we couldn't get in all the time. Do you want to come and see what we've done upstairs? Come on.
Oh my God. Oh wow. Oh, I can't believe it's the same room. I love it. I'm gobsmacked, and that's very unusual. Hello. Wow. It's just fantastic. Thank you. When I saw the games room, I thought, oh. I've got a carpet. I haven't got a carpet that's fitting.
Come on in, you come, chaps.
Thank you very much. Like it. I love it. It's great. Good. Thanks, Red.
That's okay. Did you like that trick?
Yes. No.
Do you truly think that's what we've done?
Well, I couldn't work out why it had taken so long just to do. I thought they would have at least put a skirting board on.
Well, you never know what to expect with DIY SOS. Now I remind you of tonight's 3 cries for help. There's Cindy, who needs rescuing from her black hole of a bathroom. Pat, who needs rescuing from her best friend's husband. And Claire, who needs saving from filler frenzy. You've got until midnight tonight to phone through your votes, or if you're wired to the web, you can vote online until midday tomorrow. Next week, we'll be back with 3 more DIY disasters. I'll be wherever you decide to send me, and Nick will be bringing home improvement salvation to Bolton.
Now it's time to say goodbye from everybody in Southend. Say goodbye, chaps.
Goodbye, chaps.
Bye! If DIY is giving you a headache and you need help, why not join Bob the Builder and our designer Bridget for a live online chat? They're available to answer your questions now and until 10 tonight at www.bbc.co.uk/DIY SOS.